Hi guys, Russ here, and this is my second update on the Kursk group build going on all around the world. People are building Kursk subjects for this really exciting 75th anniversary group build hosted by Nigel Wells and Mike Campbell. And here we are. So I decided not to do the slide and using the microphone to talk because I didn't like the final product. Still working on that filming technique. So I'm going to do it live, which is I'm more comfortable with. And for me, it's a little bit of a faster process. So, alright, what have I been up to since my last update? I got all this Panther done. Most of the hull and chassis is all complete. I would say the only thing left are the wheels and some pioneering tools. Small bits and bobs, nothing too devastating. Let's talk about the photo etch. This kit did not come with photo etch grills for the engine. Let's take a look back here. And I used Tamiya. They also have a Panther D tank out in the market, and they have these aftermarket photo etch grills. Unfortunately, they did not fit the Zvezda model kit. The circular ones do right here, but the square ones, I had to do a little bit of trimming. I know some people on this forum on Facebook, they've said that theirs fit quite well, so perhaps they got a later issue of this kit. I don't know, but all I know is that they definitely were not a perfect match. But that's okay. I think in the end it won't really matter. And the only other thing was they even came with the little clips for the stowage bins that would kind of hook on, and they were obviously too deep, so I had to trim those back so this photo etch would slide in. And other than that, the hull has been a heck of a lot easier than working on the turret. The turret was, if you've seen my first update, it just seemed to be a never-ending dance of sanding and filling. But the hull came together quite well with almost no hiccups whatsoever. The only error I've discovered is, and partially I'm to blame, so I won't blame the model, but this is the bracket for some of the pioneering tools and gear, and it just didn't, one of them was missing one of the pieces of metal that would go in, the styrene. And then on another, when I was cutting them, I accidentally clipped some. So I just glued it in, and I filled it in with some styrene. I don't know if we can get up close. We can take a look. And it's definitely a little bit thicker than the original. I'll just grind that down flush. Maybe fill it in with a little bit of cement, putty or something. And then put some tools on. I still gotta do my periscope guards, headlights. I opted to periscope for the driver. I could have kept it open, but I sort of got ahead of myself and ended up sealing it without putting in the innards, but that's just life. There was no option to put the machine gun in a firing position, so it just stays down. I did have I got a Dragon extra smoke charger right there, smoke launcher. I lost one of them, battle damage. I did customize, let's see if we can pull it back. I did cut out some of the Scherzen plate only because there was a big gaping ejector pin mark and I didn't want to fill it. And I wanted to give it a little bit of character, so I cut it off. It's interesting looking at some of the pictures from that we can recognize from the Kursk offensive. It's amazing. There's all types of Scherzen plate varieties. Some are completely completed, others there's a lot off. You know, you can do all sorts of different creative ways to show off that Scherzen plating. And that's about it. Yeah, I mean, I really can't complain so far. I'm very happy with the product. and looking forward to the day I can get to paint it, which is going to be really soon. The only obstacle is I am currently in possession of some resin casting formula, and I'm going to resin cast my outer road wheels that Zvezda was, they sort of failed to deliver all the wheels, so they only gave you 4. So I gotta make copies of the other 4 so that I have a complete set of 8 outer road wheels that will put it in the proper Kursk timeline. If I had not purchased the resin casting equipment, I would say the heck with it and just throw on the later road wheels. I really don't care. But I did spend money on the casting starter kit, and I'm really curious to see how that all plays out. So I will be making some resin wheels, and hopefully I'll be able to show you them on update number 3. And hopefully we'll have some paint coverage on some of the Panther. And on the bottom here you see this board. This is pretty much, I think, what I'm going to use as my main base. I may take a router and put in a circular, make it round, or maybe I'll put a straight edge, give it a little bit of cut, just something to decorate the edging of the this nice board. A friend of mine who was able to give me some scrap wood. I don't know what kind of wood it is, but it's not pine. It belongs to one of those makerspace things. So they have a lot of scrap things that they tend to throw away or put in a bonfire, which I was like, no, I can use it for model building. And they're like, okay. So that's that. Alright guys, this is it, and I'll see you on update number 3 sometime before summer. Alright, take care, model on.